Alright, I am back, and today we're going to take a look at the Fanstoys grinder. Now, this is part of our giveaway series. Unfortunately, I currently have just enough time to either do the giveaway portion of this or the review portion of this. So I elected to do the review portion of it, and then we'll do the giveaway as soon as possible. I got a little situation at work that I got to go take care of. And I may have told the boss that I am currently in Denver and might be a little drive to get back. So, anyway, so here's the box. So we got great artwork on the front. This is what I love. Artwork on the front, product images on the back. That's what I like to see. Now, when we're looking at the artwork, though, I only got 2 fingers there. I wonder if the original was only supposed to have 2 fingers. Oh, he's got 3 fingers there. Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, there's the box. Not much to go right home about. It is a big box, though. Really, really big box. And there he is in his dino mode. And he is a big boy. So this, of course, it goes back into the whole scale. You know, what scale's proper, what's right, what's wrong. So it is what it is for you, to be completely honest. Here he is with the mini Optimus Prime, and I'd say that's about right. That scale is about right, I'd say. Depending on the episode you're watching, too. But then again, you'll never get dinos in scale and, like, Devastator in scale. Here he is with the MP Grimlock. Which also, I would say, depending on the episode you're watching, is in scale. So there's no right or wrong here, and you can do that so it's more accurate. So there they are together. He's only actually a little taller than the MP Grimlock. He's bigger. He's definitely bigger, but he's only just a hair taller, as you can see. So I guess that works. There's the backs, side, and then the front. And they both look good. This one's very clearly missing that Autobot logo, so move him out of the way. I'm gonna just go ahead and transform this guy real quick. And as always, it's faster for me to transform something than it is to pause the screen and re-edit it. Especially with this Grimlock, because he's quick to transform. So yeah, it's big. I will say the arms feel a little short to me. And the head seems a little big, but at the same time, the head's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I think it looks fine. When you're looking at it in proportion-wise next to the Hasbro or the Takara version, I think this is the Hasbro version that I have. But anyway, the official Grimlock, proportionately, the head does look really big. But I don't know if I would declare this one as really big when you're looking at it on its own. If that makes sense. Does that make any sense to you guys? Because I don't know if that made any sense to me. Sorry. Okay, done. And I don't have an MP10, but Grimlock is about the size of the MP10, so there he is there. So again, that's about right, I'd say. I'd say it's about the right scale, depending on the episode you're watching. So, hard to say. All right, posability. Head is on a swivel. Left and right, goes up and down on a ratchet. You can, depending on how you want to pose it. The MP Grimlock, you can't really do this, but you can get it more into a real dinosaur type look if you want to. A little bit more like what we think they look like now, but will always be my Grimlock like this. Mouth does soft ratchet, open, close. There is a flamethrower on the inside, right there. It comes with a slew of accessories. This is an alternate head plate. I'm not going to open these out of the box because I don't think it needs to be done. But so there's a different head plate. He's got red eyes as well, red chrome. And these things look like they're angry because they got little raised eyebrows. But basically, you just take this and it pops off, and then you just plug it on. Same with the eyes. You just take this out and do it however you want to. Shoulder swivels up and down, all the way around. Elbow all the way back, all the way forward. Wrists are on ball joints. Now these things are not on there very well, so watch out for that. The claws are individually articulated. Now, one thing I found interesting is, like the Hasbro version, you get silver painted arms with chrome claws. So it's like they really took a cue from the official version when it comes to this. That's just my thoughts. Tail, it's got a hinge here and swivel here. This one is supposed to tab in like that, but you can untab it, and it's got a hinge at the bottom. Nothing at the tip. Shoulders or legs, ratchets up and down, ratchets in and out. Swivel, there's a knee. Each toe is die cast, and they each individually move. So that's really nice. It adds a little extra weight to that bottom. It makes it really nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the Dino mode. So we'll go ahead and transform him. I got the instructions right here. So in case I screw something up, I can look at it. But let's move this piece here. It slides down just a little bit. It just helps fill in that little gap right there. The head on tab, and then it rotates around, and that just goes to the back like that. Untab this piece, and that folds up just like a regular Grimlock. Now, it does have much bigger inside, like thicker, so you got more detailing in there, which is nice. Alright, now we want to take this piece here. This folds up like that. This will fold all the way up like so. Then you can take this piece here, folds down, and there's two holes here, two notches there. Fold it down, tab it in, just like that. Alright, so kind of straighten out the arm a bit, pull this down. These things are really tight. Pull that out, rotate the fist around, close it up, and then we want to compress the arm. You cannot put the fist into the forearm unless you fully extend the arm. So if that's not all the way in, or if that's not all the way out, like that, it ain't going in. So that's a really tight joint. So it works pretty well. This was inspected by number 24. So hopefully 24, you did a good job. Looks like you did. Flip that out. Flip the hand around. There we go. Jeepers. Close that up. Alright, now the legs. I want to split the whole leg assembly. There we go. And open this piece here up. Rotate this piece here down. Rotate the thigh to the back, like that. Now we can clean up the legs. So this piece here will fold in like this. And then this can come around like this. Like that. This will then be able to close up. Fold this down. And this piece here folds back. Just like that. All right, now rotate this around. The boss is galling. So I'm trying to hurry. Flip this in. Flip this around, or flip this back. Flip this in. Rotate this around. Locks into place. Lock that down. Flip that back. And there you go. There he is in bot mode. Yeah, he's big, he's bad, he's awesome looking. And I do apologize, you know, it's not just the regular boss, it's the big boss, so we're going to try and hurry because I can't cut. So other accessories, he comes with additional faces for different characters. I think we all... if you've collected the line, you'll know who these go to. I don't really know. He comes with a die-cast crown and 2 die-cast pieces. I know those go to Dive Bomb. Or, not Dive Bomb. Swoop. He comes with another head for him, which I think is the same sculpt, or at least really close to it. So I don't know the purpose of a whole different head sculpt, but it looks good. You got instructions, you got the card, you got sword and a gun. Now, first off, the gun has this little hatch here where you can replace the batteries. It doesn't lock in there very well. I would have liked it to lock better. It's great that they're making it really easily accessible, but you should make it lock in. And it does light up a little bit. That's something you want to do. Now, open up the hands. We didn't collapse this one. There we go. All right. So and we plug this in, and it barely holds in there, if at all. Terrible. This one. Let's see. Moving the fingers out of the way. Barely holds in there. I mean, it holds in there, but it's not very tight. Sword. Yeah, that's better. That is better, but not by much. Now, if you wrap the fingers around it, it will be better, but you know, this is why articulated fingers suck, is because you have to rely completely on that joint. So that one seems to be so I mean, it's well enough, but it's the typical fans project thing, or Fanstoys thing, where they didn't think that through all the way. Posability. Head is on a, I think it's a ball joint. So left, right, up, down. Good range of motion there. Shoulder ratchets up and down, in and out. Bicep swivel. Double bend elbow. You could extend it out to get it further if you wanted to. Wrist swivel. Thumb is on a ball joint, and it's got a hinge and two individual hinges on each finger. Waist swivel. Ratchets. Thigh ratchets all the way up. It's weird because it's off center, so the joint's like right here rather than right in the middle, but I guess that works, right? Swivels out to the side, no, just friction. Thigh swivel, right below the thigh. Ratchets at the knee. Swivel below the knee. The foot does have a tilt, or a tilt and a little bit of a rocker. None of this moves, just this assembly here. So yeah. There we go. Size comparison. Here he is with an MP car. And here he is with the downsized MP10. And here he is with MP Grimlock. So, depending on, so MP Grimlock is about the size of MP10. So, if you got MP10, I would say this is definitely a correct move for you. Not even a question. You need to move to this. Now, if you have the oversized knockoff of the Grimlock, I'm going to tell you, at first, it seems like, well, maybe I won't need to move to Fanstoys Grimlock, but if you have the rest of the Fanstoys Dinobots, you need to move to this guy. That KO is not going to cut it for you. You have got to move to this guy. He's infinitely better than the KO. Just no question in my mind there. None whatsoever. You need to make that move. Now, if you're like me and you're collecting more like upsized chug kind of thing, it really depends on the episode that you watched, because either one of these, I would say, is about correct. You got the big towering one, or you've got the slightly bigger one. It's like the question of, if you are an MP collector and you have MP10, do you go Fanstoys to have the slightly bigger one, like him to Grimlock here, the official one, or do you go with the Gigapower ones, which are going to be a little bit bigger at this scale? So it's the same dilemma. I was planning on keeping with the Hasbro one, and then getting this and that Dinobot to kind of make the team. But now I'm kind of leaning more towards getting the Fanstoys. It's almost a guarantee. Even the girlfriend was saying that. So I'm thinking I'm going to upgrade because I think I really like that look. Those Dinobots are pretty big. That's nice. But yeah, so. Anyway, for rating, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. I know some people have flaky chrome. I don't see any evidence on this at all whatsoever. So I think that's individual results may vary, as Skullface always says. But I see no issues on this copy whatsoever, none. And this was purchased through a friend of mine from China, so it wasn't like, oh, this is Big Bad Toy Store's batch, or this is so and so's batch. It's just I don't know where it came from. So the gold is a lot richer. Quick comparison between the two. His gold is a lot richer than his gold. His is more faded, muted gold. He's got the Hot Rod red crotch here, but then just red plastic. He's just going all red plastic. So while I prefer the Hot Rod red paint on him, I prefer this look because it's all unified. If they would have done all of this, I would say he's better on that aspect. He's got a little bit more painting details. He does not. Overall, I mean, it's like an upscaled version of the MP10, but more advanced in every way. If you like, I think I called him MP10, but if you like the MP Grimlock, you're going to love this because it is essentially that figure, just better designed and like rebuilt with better materials, thicker materials, more die cast. He's quite impressive once you have him in hand. Downside about doing these giveaways is now it's like, now I have to buy one. Had I never had this guy in hand, I would have been like, I don't need to buy him. So, but anyway, so yeah, all in all, 9 out of 10. The only problem is like most Fanstoys, he doesn't really hold his weapons very well. So, so if you're looking for bot mode scale, just be mindful you might have to tighten the joints a little bit, or always keep those fingers permanently wrapped around those guns. Which I mean you would anyway, but it's just a pet peeve. It's like, you know what, if I'm going to spend this kind of money, I'm going to want this guy to be able to hold his fucking weapons. But yeah. All in all, and I think I did something wrong with the legs here. I'll have to mess with that, but I'm sure I did something wrong. Because they're not locking in as well. Let's see here. As they did when I first pulled them out of the box. Let's see. What could that be? I don't know. That's weird. Nothing seems to be getting in the way. So maybe that's just... I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I highly recommend him. I think he's great. Price is a little steep, so that's one thing to be mindful. $200 is a bit much for this guy. But then again, the Takara version on this guy goes for about $200 most of the time. So anyway, that's it.